Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw tips and tricks. Another video about Cuddle. Now, like all these right here, like here's a free one, here's a free one. You know, the pro or the free, you can cut out a box and it's a really cool box. So some of them are free, but some of them they charge, and rightfully so because they've taken a lot of work. So here's a free one you have to subscribe to, and it is so easy. Now, I could easily draw this, and a lot of you could too, but you couldn't do this fast. And what they've also done, they've outlined the letters, and I'm going to show you when I bring that into Corel. But we're going to change this name to Brianna. It's done. I'm going to go download SVG. I'm going to have it here. I'm going to actually move it to my desktop, which I've already got. I'm going to skip this because I just did it. And then I'm going to go into Corel and I'm going to bring it in. And this is what it looks like when you bring it in. So it needs some adjustment. These guys are ultra smart for doing stuff like this, but there's a little things we need to do inside of CorelDraw. So if you could see that the letters, they're cut out, but they're also lines to mark it to make the letters kind of stand out, and like to make on this one the bow tie. But I don't know if the picture does it any justice, but there's a line. Instead of just having the flower, there's actually a line to make it look like the flower more so. So I'm going to get rid of this one because I did play with it. And I'm going to import that one from my desktop. And, it's pretty much appropriate size. You may be 4 inches tall, which is be good. But Cuddle has made the lines blue or red. And that would probably work, but I thought I would do it the way maybe I would do it if I was going to cut all these out. First of all, the lines are 0.01 lines, and I would want them hairlines. So I'm going to take them all, and I'm going to go to Object, and I'm going to Group, and I'm going to ungroup all. Now, I could do this. You know what? I am going to do it. I'm going to try Find and Replace, and I'm going to go to Find and Replace, and I'm going to click on the red, which shows me red. I'm going to go from Selection and Find All, and I'm going to Control G to group that. And then I'm going to move the red out of the way. So the red is my cut line. And as you can see, it's going to leave, that part of Brianna. So at this time, I'm going to take it and make all of them a hairline. Okay? Now you have a couple of choices, the way to do this. And if you were doing a lot of them, so I'm going to Control G to group that together, but I'm going to make them black. Now what we could do, this is 0.1 of an inch. You could actually engrave this and cut this. So we're going to move these back over. I'm nudging them right back where they were. So now the black lines are where they need to be. So in particular, if I was going to do this, I'm going to move it over here in the corner of my bed. I'm going to set my nudge factor on like 10 inches, and I am going to move that up. And what I would do is I would take these lines and make them a hairline. Just make them a hairline and use your vector cutting. I don't have a laser ever hooked up to this laptop, but vector this at like 100 power at 60 speed, 70 speed. And what it's going to do is just going to mark that line. Then I would actually nudge those out of the way and bring this in. You want to do that first for sure. And then go in there and cut this out. If you're using plywood and you need to cut at 100 power, 10 speed or 5 speed, it'll cut it out. But then what it's going to look like, it's going to look like that. So the black lines aren't interfering. They're just there and they're marking the flower. So see what it's doing. I've never really done it in the middle of the letter. I've always done it on the outside of the letter. But that's pretty cool. And I was actually talking to just got back from Las Vegas to the trade show, and I was talking about Cuddle. And I could draw this, but to change the name on 15 or 20 or 100 of them, where Cuddle's going to do it for you. I mean, you don't have to weld it. You don't have to do anything, to it. It's pretty cool. And if you paint the back and when you glue it together, so this is the one, well, this is actually a little bit different than one we just did. I didn't go to whenever I do something like this, there might be two of them. Well, here, the face, plane, look at that. So they're right there, whiskers. So I just picked the wrong one or the right one. But, you could change the font. I don't know what you would want to do, but like handwriting and Allison. I mean, look at that. I mean, Cuddle has done it that fast. Score letter, I guess that's that blue mark or not. And see, there's the score between them. Name and position, sizing, and the hole. You could change the hole, and you could do that inside Corel. That's less than 1/5 of an inch, but would be plenty for the screw or for the string. So, but you could do that inside Corel. Whatever you wanted to do, you could take that. You'd want to stay within this earlobe, but you could take this one down here and go up to object and group and ungroup it and actually take that right there. And if you thought, well, I need 1/4 of an inch, 0.25, well, you would want your ratio lock or not, but then you would want to just move that over to make sure it's still in that earlobe lobe. Where did I move it to? Well, I moved it 10 inches. But anyway, that's pretty good. It's a pretty nice little Easter ornament. Hope that helped. Thank you for watching.